Do we come into this world as blank slates, or are certain truths already embedded within us? This question has intrigued philosophers for centuries, and the philosophy of Innatism attempts to answer it. At its core, Innatism suggests that some knowledge, ideas, or structures are innate to the human mind, existing independently of external experience. In this video, we'll explore the historical roots of Innatism, its relevance in modern debates, and how understanding it can reshape how we live and think. The roots of Innatism can be traced back to ancient Greece, particularly to the works of Plato. In his famous dialogue, Meno, Plato introduces the idea of anamnesis, or recollection. He argues that the human soul possesses eternal knowledge, and learning is simply a process of remembering what we already know. Using the example of a slave boy solving a geometric problem, Plato demonstrates how innate knowledge can emerge without prior teaching. This idea of innate forms, universal truths embedded within us, laid the foundation for centuries of philosophical exploration. In the 17th century, Innatism found renewed vigor in the works of rationalist philosophers. René Descartes, often called the father of modern philosophy, famously declared, "Cogito ergo sum," I think, therefore I am. Descartes believed that certain ideas, such as the concept of God or mathematical truths, are innate and not derived from experience. These ideas, he argued, provide a secure foundation for knowledge. Leibniz further developed this view, comparing the human mind to a block of marble. Just as a sculptor reveals the statue within the marble by removing excess stone, experience reveals the innate structures of the mind. Leibniz's theory emphasized that innate tendencies guide our understanding and interpretation of the world. However, not everyone agreed with the Innatist perspective. John Locke, a leading empiricist, vehemently opposed the idea. In his seminal work, An Essay Concerning Human Understanding, Locke argued that the mind is a tabula rasa, or blank slate, at birth, with all knowledge arising from experience. According to Locke, sensory input and reflection are the sole sources of our ideas. This debate between innatists and empiricists has persisted, shaping modern psychology, neuroscience, and education theories. Today, advances in neuroscience and cognitive science provide intriguing evidence for innatist theories. Research into the brain's structure reveals that certain cognitive abilities, such as language acquisition, appear to be hardwired. Noam Chomsky's theory of a universal grammar suggests that humans are born with an innate framework for language, explaining why children can effortlessly learn complex linguistic systems. Additionally, evolutionary psychology supports the idea of innate tendencies, arguing that behaviors and mental processes have been shaped by natural selection. For example, the fight-or-flight response and facial recognition are universal traits that point to innate mechanisms within the mind. Understanding Innatism has profound implications for personal growth and education. If certain ideas and tendencies are innate, how can we harness them? Embrace self-discovery. Reflecting on our innate abilities and tendencies can help us unlock hidden potential. Whether it's artistic talent, problem-solving skills, or moral intuition, these innate traits are tools for navigating life. Reimagine education. Recognizing innate knowledge encourages a shift from rote memorization to cultivating curiosity and critical thinking. Education becomes a process of drawing out what is already within us, much like Socrates' method of inquiry. Enhance creativity. Many creative breakthroughs arise from subconscious processes. By understanding and trusting our innate cognitive frameworks, we can approach problem-solving and innovation with greater confidence. Innatism isn't just an abstract philosophical theory. It's a lens through which we can view human potential. By recognizing that some knowledge and abilities are embedded within us, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity of the mind. This perspective fosters self-awareness, resilience, and a greater capacity for growth. Furthermore, understanding the interplay between innate tendencies and experiential learning bridges the gap between nature and nurture. It reminds us that while our environment shapes us, we are also born with incredible resources to navigate and transform that environment. Innatism invites us to see the mind not as an empty vessel, but as a treasure chest waiting to be unlocked. From ancient philosophies to modern science, the idea of innate knowledge challenges us to rethink who we are and what we're capable of. So, let's ask ourselves, what hidden truths lie within us, and how can we use them to shape a better world? By exploring the philosophy of Innatism, we take a step closer to understanding the incredible potential of the human mind. A journey that begins not with what we learn, but with what we remember.